This is a variation on sun salutations. Let's go. I'm going to start in mountain pose at the top of my mat. Your feet are about hips distance apart, toes spread wide. You should be able to wiggle your toes because your weight is more on the outsides of your feet and in your heels. Make sure you have good posture, shoulders are back and down, arms by your side. Open up your palms, and that helps to open up your chest. And let's just start focusing the mind. You can close your eyes if you want. And I'm going to breathe deep. First, expand your belly, then your ribs, then your chest. Slowly exhale. Try that a couple more times, and then when you're ready to start sun salutations, I'm going to bend my knees a little bit, deep inhale up, swan dive down to forward fold. Center your weight over the arches of your feet, tuck your tailbone. Then come up to half lift, so flatten your back, pull the lower abdominals in. Hands back down to forward fold. I'm going to step one foot all the way out behind me, straight back, bend knee in front, and then I'm just going to reach my fingers forward and all the way up towards the sky for a crescent lunge. As I inhale, when you get to the top, tilt back a little bit, push the air out as your hands come down to the mat, step back to downward facing dog. Hips are towards the sky, fingers are spread wide on the mat. Lengthen through the arms, lengthen through the backs of the legs as you try to push your heels a little bit closer to the mat. Couple of deep breaths. Then shift your weight forward to plank. Make sure that the space between your shoulders is flat. Then we're going to chaturanga down. Your elbows here are at a 90 degrees. Try to roll back on the balls of your feet just a little bit, and that'll take some of the load off your shoulders and engage your lower body. From here, I'm going to shift forward, uncurl the toes to upward facing dog. Lengthen through the lower back. Curl your toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. I'm going to take a big step forward. The same foot that was forward in your last high lunge is going to come forward again. Come back to that higher crescent lunge. Little tilt back. And this time as I push the air out, I'm going to step forward, reverse swan dive, up to the top, palms together. And then I'm going to sink my hips into chair pose. This is also called powerful pose. So I don't want your arms to be sagging. I want them straight up towards the ceiling. Be powerful. Pull your lower abdominals in. Your weight should be in your heels and on the sides of your feet. You should be able to lift your toes. Okay? Let's do it again. Swan dive down. Half lift. Back down to forward fold. I'm going to step back with one foot. Come into that high lunge. As you inhale and then exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step the foot back to down dog. Really lengthen arms and legs. Shift forward to plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. That foot's going to come forward again. Here we go. Step. Establish your base. Track your fingers up towards the ceiling as you inhale. Exhale, push the air out and step the back foot in. Reverse swan dive it up. And then sink down into chair. And then when you're done with that side, you can do the same thing on the other side. That is a great way to start the day. Have a good one.